Forget everything you've heard. AI is not thinking. It's not reasoning. It's not conscious. It's not coming for your soul. It's guessing. That's it. That is the entire game. Every AI tool you've ever used, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all of them, is doing one thing: taking whatever information it has and making the most educated guess it can about what should come next. Let's make this concrete. The nursery rhyme test. If I say to you, "Twinkle, twinkle, little," you already know the next word. Star. You didn't think about it, you didn't analyze it, you just knew, because you've heard that phrase so many times that the pattern is burned into your brain. That's exactly what AI is doing, except instead of one nursery rhyme, it's absorbed billions of documents, websites, books, conversations, and articles. It broke all of that text down into pieces called tokens. Think of them as word fragments. And it mapped out the patterns. Which words tend to follow which other words? Which ideas tend to follow which other ideas? Which answers tend to follow which questions? When you type something into an AI chat, you're not having a conversation with a mind. You're giving a pattern-matching engine a starting point, and it's predicting, token by token, what the most likely next piece should be. That's the whole trick. So why does it feel smart? Because the patterns are built on everything humans have ever written. When AI sounds knowledgeable about marketing, it's because it absorbed thousands of marketing books, case studies, blog posts, and course materials. When it writes decent code, it's because it ingested millions of code repositories. It's not understanding the code, it's recognizing that when humans write code that looks like this, the next line usually looks like that. Here's a way to think about it. Imagine you had a friend who had read every business book ever written, but had never actually run a business. You ask them a question, and they give you an answer that sounds brilliant because they're pulling from patterns across thousands of authors.
But they've never made a payroll. They've never lost a client at 2 a.m. They're synthesizing patterns, not lived experience. That's AI. A very well-read friend with zero life experience. The rule that changes everything. Here's where this stops being trivia and starts being useful. If AI is a guessing machine, then the quality of its guess depends entirely on what you give it to guess from. Read that again. This is the single most important concept in this entire course. Think about it like this. If someone walks up to you and says, "What should I do?" you'd have no idea how to help them. Do about what? Their job? Their relationship? Their car? You don't have enough information to make a good guess. But if that same person sits down and says, "I run a small landscaping company with 3 employees. We just lost our biggest client who is 40% of our revenue. I have about 2 months of cash runway, and I need to figure out whether to cut staff or go find new clients fast." Now you can actually help. Not because you got smarter, because they gave you enough to work with. AI works the same way. Give it almost nothing, it guesses generically. Give it everything it needs, it guesses with precision. This is why most people think AI gives mediocre answers. It's not the AI that's mediocre, it's the input. The vending machine mistake. Most people treat AI like a vending machine. Put in a quarter, get a snack. Type a sentence, get an answer. That's the wrong model entirely. AI is more like a chef who can cook almost anything, but only if you tell them who's eating, what they like, what they're allergic to, and what occasion it's for. Walk into that kitchen and just say, "Make me food," and you'll get something edible but generic. Walk in with specifics, and you'll get a meal that feels like it was made for you, because it was. Every chapter that follows in this course is built on this one idea.
The prompting techniques, the frameworks, the advanced strategies, all of it comes back to this. AI is a guessing machine, and your job is to give it enough information to guess correctly. What you now know that most people don't. Most people are still arguing about whether AI is going to take their jobs. They're debating consciousness and ethics and regulation. Those are real conversations, but they have nothing to do with whether you can use this tool effectively right now. You now understand the mechanism. It's pattern recognition at massive scale. It predicts the next most likely output based on the input you provide. More input, better prediction. Less input, generic garbage. That one insight puts you ahead of the vast majority of people currently using AI because they're still treating it like magic and getting frustrated when the magic doesn't work. It was never magic. It's a guessing machine, and now you know how to feed it. Next chapter, the prompt formula. How to give AI exactly what it needs to give you exactly what you want.